Good evening, good evening. A word of wisdom is that you have to be very patient with other people, so much more even now. Because so many people are holding in so much frustration and agitation, just waiting for an opportunity to explode, to let all of that out. Some people thinking, if one more person say something else, let one more person do this, let one more person do that, and I'm telling you, they gonna get it. And it's not even worth it. An argument is not worth going backwards. An argument is not worth going to jail, road rage, standing in line in the grocery store, people who work there impatient, slamming things down. You have to really be so much more kind and more patient so they can come around. Some people are waiting for you to argue back, waiting for you to engage in their frustration. Don't cave into it. Somebody might slam the door in your face. It's all good. Side swipe your car. Look, it's not even worth all that can happen because of it. Beeping horns all loud, having high beams on in your face. Don't even trip off of that. Calling you back to back to back disrespectfully. Don't even trip off of that. Don't feed into that. You have to bear so much more fruit. There are so many people who have went to jail just this year, and it just started. And those who went home prematurely because of the argument. I was in line first. We're getting the back of the line. Look, I don't got time for that. Pow, pow, there you go. Beep, beep, beep. Well, beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Boom, there you go. What you say to my child? What you say to my person that I love so much? You said what? Fight, fight, fight. There you go. Anytime we think about ourselves, you know what? They shouldn't have got smart. They shouldn't have hung up. They shouldn't have fired me. They shouldn't have slammed the door on me. They shouldn't have beat the horn on me. They shouldn't have cut me off the road. They shouldn't have thrown nothing at me. They shouldn't be slamming things down. They shouldn't have yelled at me. They shouldn't have yelled at somebody I love. They shouldn't have put their hands on this. They shouldn't have put their hands on that. They shouldn't have rolled their eyes at me. Is any of that worth you leaving here prematurely or getting yourself into some mess? It's not. Your reputation is elevation. Your reputation is salvation. Your reputation is justification. Your reputation is restoration and restitution of all things. Your reputation is not, I'm not a punk. Your reputation is no, I'm not a sissy. Your reputation is no, I'm not a wimp. I'm not a waster. If they come for me, I'm going to come back for them. If they clap for me, I'm going to clap back to them. You're not a person to live like that. It's not worth it. People are really begging for love, begging for nurture, begging for comfort, begging for empathy, begging for sympathy, and they're not going to come out and say that's what they want. Instead, they're going to come out the opposite. Get away from me. I don't have time for this. What you say to me, don't play with me, because they are frustrated. So you have to release what they need so they can chill out. Don't ever say, I don't have time for that, because you still here for that. You are a living epistle to remind them of that. It's not worth fighting. It's not worth arguing. It's not worth going backwards. It's not worth repenting. It's not worth denying who you are. So in this time, this season, in your life and those around you, you have to be so much more fruitful Even when your kids come home and say, this happened, that happened. Okay, let us pray. Because guess what, child? That's not supposed to happen. But this is what we're going to do. You have to release the bigger because God is the greater concerning it all. Have to be the bigger person. Have to be mature. Have to take a stand. Have to be an example. I can't tell my child not to be violent and be walking in love and teaching him not to put his hands on people, and yet that's what he see me do. I can't tell my child not to be frustrated. Don't be agitated. Be patient, and yet I'm anxious for nothing. I can't tell my child say no to drugs, and yet he see me smoking and drinking. I can't tell my child you're worth waiting for, save your body, and he see all kinds of traffic in and out my bedroom. So if we want our children to respect us, we have to lead by an example because we're graced to make sure we raise them in the way they should go. Now, if they see us in the way we're not supposed to, by us raising them in the way that we're supposed to, they're going to look at us in a way that they don't respect us. That's why many of our children look at us, even the grown children. I know what they don't know because I see what they don't see. Yeah, you love everybody outside this house, but you keep arguing with me. Yeah, you more patient with them, but I keep getting your temper. I keep getting your attitude. You keep asking me about my attitude. You keep asking about my temper. Do we know how relational we are, even generational, biological and non-biological, even the same home? Why you think no one is listening? Because everybody want to talk. Why you think everyone is talking and no one can ever listen? Everybody has a short temper. Everybody slamming doors. Everybody rolling eyes. What's going on here? Everybody got to drink upon drink upon drink. Everybody need a J. Everybody need a vape. Everybody need a cigar. Everybody need that every day. Everybody need a condom. Everybody need human trafficking. Everybody need to be doing anything that's causing sexual immorality over and over. No, the thing is, you have to put a stop to it by doing the opposite. Everybody have to keep lying. Everybody got to keep exaggerating. That's why when we go to family functions, we already prepare ourselves for those who we connected to, blood-wise. Biologically wise? Why we buy outfits to go see people who never seen the old outfits? Don't make sense. I want you to see how I'm coming. I gotta come good. I gotta come correct. I gotta kill them. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta make a grand entrance. We gonna come last so everybody can watch us when we walk in. Many of us warn each other before we come through. Don't sit over there. Don't eat that. Don't say this. Don't talk to that person. And guess what? It's all biological. And it's not just blood, it's also relational. Do everybody have to gossip on the job? Do everybody have to come late all the time? Do one person have to carry the whole weight and the load on their back because they're so kind and they wouldn't mind? No, we have to put an end and a stop to that. Every time I'm on the phone with certain people, do I have to talk about certain things every time? When I turn the TV on, do I have to always watch drama, always watch horror, always watch reality things that doesn't even come from God's reality? Do I have to? No, I don't. Do I have to get upset? Do I have to cuss you out? Do I have to scream your call? Do I have to hang up? Do I have to push you away? Do I have to say you get on my nerves? Do I have to slam my door? Do I have to curse you out? Do I have to cut you off? Do I have to say get away? Do I have to storm out? No, I don't. So during this time, we must be more fruitful. So many people feel like I can't take anymore. My money, these children, my relationships, this job, it's the economy, the political field. It's so much going on. I don't know what to do. I don't have no one to talk to. I'm waiting for somebody to really give me what I want. I want somebody to cave into my anger. I want somebody to cave into my agitation. I want somebody to cave into my short temper. I want somebody to cave into my fleshly moment so I can really release how I feel. But that's the way that I'm not supposed to feel because I'm walking by the flesh. Therefore, I'm not even listening to wisdom, not even listening to knowledge anymore. So you have to be careful. Be more merciful. Somebody push you or step on your feet. It's okay. It's all right. You have to make sure that you're not the cause of you frustrating your fulfillment because I couldn't keep my mouth quiet. I couldn't keep my hands to myself. Many said, right now, if you touch me one more time, I'm going to kill you. You had one more time to cheat, I'm going to cheat back on you. Let my child come home from school with something else to say. I'm going to go to that school. And that's how many of us feel right now. Many of us cannot wait to see something else that will continue to agitate so we can retaliate. Everyone in prison can only think about that moment that caused them to be in prison. Is it worth it? Many of them don't even remember the reason. But know what's the cause. Because you've been convicted of the cause. Was it worth getting out of line? Was it worth anything? I'm not even able to remember. How did I even get to this point? Is it worth me saying goodbye to my family from the outside reality and now I'm inside? This is my now community. Is it worth me losing my life? Is it worth me being handicapped? Is it worth me being in some type of wheelchair? Is it worth me being in a hospital bed? Is it worth me huffing and puffing? Is it worth me calling up my cousins, my relatives? Is it worth getting bullets? Is it worth dodging bullets? Is it worth getting knives? Is it worth it? It's not. Nothing is worth that we cannot forgive. Because we can forgive. Nothing is worth us forgetting salvation. Nothing is worth us going from loving to hating. Nothing ever is. Anytime you can deny blows coming to you with words and disrespect and lies and all kinds of cruelty, and you still loving on the people, the person, still hugging, still blessing and motivating, who's actually winning when you walk like Christ? Carrying every form of sin on his own life on the cross and still look up at God and say, forgive them, not me, them. And he the one had to sin on him so we could be born again. For they know not what they do. See, Christ always told the truth to shame the devil. And many of us, we keep hiding our truth because we don't want things to escalate or become worse. But the thing is, it's called lying. You're not being rude by being honest. You actually helping and not hindering. See, Christ reminded them, I can call a host of angels if I want, but I choose to continue on the way God commissioned me to. So you could be back with him too. Don't think I don't have support. Don't think that I don't have heavenly hosts. Don't think I don't have a cloud of witnesses. Don't think one angel could chase away 1,000 demons for me too. Don't think because I'm here in the flesh, I don't have supernatural support. Don't think. You're not excited about the word. You're excited about the food you just ate. He had to keep it real. Because that have people to evaluate their walk so they can keep it real. God don't ever want us to be fake because we're created to be original. Every time we deny how we really feel, anytime that we deny and lie about how somebody should feel, we are not walking in spirit and in truth. You don't say everything that come across your mind, but whatever that you say out your mouth, let it be real. If you're not feeling it, then you're just not feeling it. Don't tell somebody that, you're really going to God about that. Oh, no, you good. We best friends, but you really don't even want to call them. And we're not even going to get into all of that. But the purpose is you have to be honest with your walk. Many of us really feel like we need people in order for us to feel supported. Without people, we don't feel like we can do anything. Many of us, we care about how people feel, what they see, what they say. Long as they're smiling, we okay. Don't be mad at me. Are you all right? What I do now? What? Don't be mad. Okay, if you're mad, then I'm feeling, in a certain type of way. I feel like, the least, because now I have somebody who's not honoring me. You think Christ meant to say in a negative way, if you choose to leave? Do you wish to leave? You can go ahead and leave too. No, it's that I got to continue this mission, whether you stay or choose not to stay. I pray you do, but I can't make you. I was teaching you about communion, about eating my flesh and drinking my blood, which you will do. But you took it in a negative way and it robbed you because you walked away from spirit and in truth. It was a dismissal of your breakthrough. Think about Nathaniel. Can anything good come from where Christ was born or raised or grew up? Because he grew up in Nazareth, born in Bethlehem. Can anything good come out of Nazareth? What you trying to say? Can anything good come out of Africa? Can anything good come out of America? Can anything good come out of the Amazon, the islands? Can anything good come out of Asia? Can anything good? Can anything